Kia ora, Scorpio. Welcome to your July 2015 Taroscope reading with me. Hope you've all got a little bit of time to sit back and enjoy and listen to what might be in store for you. Take up some good vibrations and just, as I say, relax. We'll use the tarot for the beginning of the reading. We'll do the 4 cards as usual, and each card will represent a week of time for the month of July. So let's see what's coming up for you guys. The 7 of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Seems as if you've got a few people in your reading. Actually, look at this. All ladies quite up front, and a younger looking youth, male youth. So if any of you are listening and you're male oriented and looking for female companionship or new romance, you might be finding July to have some of that energy around you. In fact, particularly this Queen of Cups, she's very much one who resonates with the aura and the realm of love. That's what she holds in her hand, this sort of the goblet of love, and she does offer that feeling. This one's very similar as well. So I think for you guys, for July, we've got an essence of love and romance, or matters to do with the heart. So it could even be with any relationships, but there's a connection feeling going on that involves feelings of the heart, one way or another. Now I popped these 2 little Merkabas in your reading also. This is a lapis lazuli, and this is a soda. I'll get the full name for it for you and put it at the bottom of the video, but it's an orange sodalite Merkaba. Now Merkabas often bring about the enhancement of new metaphysical changes in your life, so you know, jumping up that spiritual level and connecting at a higher realm. So there could be something along those lines, and often when we initiate love or we integrate love, we get that connection, because love is we talk about it, but we don't know what it looks like because it's not a physical thing. It's actually a metaphysical or a spiritual essence to us. So it all kind of ties together and makes sense. We'll go to the first week, and we see here this 7 of Wands, and we see this guy up here and all these other ones kind of like agitating him, and he's got this real agitated look on his face, as if to say, go on, get out, back off. So there's a possibility that you might want some time to yourself at the beginning of July. You might be staving off some unwanted attention, and it could be attention from some of these people. Either they're possibly giving you advice that you don't want, or sticking their noses in when they're not welcome, or you're just being a little bit too heavy-handed. But ultimately with this card, there's the feeling that you can overcome that one way or another. You're still on top, and you still sort of hold the lead, if you like. Part of that will be through your determination, and other parts will just be sheer physical hard work that you're putting in somewhere. So whether or not that's your personal life or your work or career or education sectors, it could be along those lines. It also can suggest that there may be competition in the arena of relationships, and it could be dating or romance. So this could either be that other people are interested in you, which kind of got that feeling going on here, or you may be interested in other people, and they may, you know, you may not be getting quite the right vibes. That's the beginning of July. So if we come along to the next week and we see this beautiful Queen of Cups, I've already talked a little bit about her. So there's a feeling of a heart connection here. She's exuberant, she's warm, tolerant, understanding, nurturing. She's like a mother figure of earth and love. So when that card turns up, she could either be a person that comes into your life at this period who you are either attracted to, or she supports you or nurtures you in one way. She's lovely to have around. She can also sort of give off the feeling of social environments, so like events that you could either host or go to that are warm, and you know, that bubbly lovely feeling when you're in a happy place. And even this card here, She exhibits a similar feeling of hospitality and gratuitousness, tolerance, understanding. While this one is often a water sign, such as yourselves, this one is often an earth sign, such as your Taurus or your Virgo or your Capricorn. So either of these ladies might be in or coming into your life or around you that support you in one way or another. We also note with this card, we see the finances. If we're thinking of a financial feeling for the month at the beginning, it could also, this card could also indicate just a bit of argy-bargy feeling with finances, even health, a bit prickly. Over here we see a much more peaceful and content feeling with finances, almost an accruing of some sort of finances. You could be nesting them away nicely somewhere in investments, dividends, profits, something like that, a possible slight increment in money coming in. There's a confidence around this feeling of money here when this card shows up. Now if we come to the last week in June, you've got another queen around you. Often these are kind of women of slightly older age, you know, they're not perhaps teenage, youthful people, but that's not always the case. It could just be this type of woman that turns up. She is the Queen of Wands. Now she's your fire sign, sort of such as the Sagittarius, Leo and Aries personality. Again, quite strong-willed and but someone who can be very supportive and help you in situations if you need any advice or comfort, or she could be one that gives you, something that you glean information from or you learn something from. Any of these people could be people that you work with as well, so they might be people in your work arena. To me, when I see the cards come out like this, I feel more positive about them than negative, so they should be more in a supportive role than creating negative or friction for you, if you get that understanding. I note too that you've got no major arcana cards in this particular draw right here, but when we move on to the next cards, we'll see what type of messages come for you. I was also going to work with numbers for this reading as something new. Now the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, she would be in essence like a 13 out of her particular suit, because the page is 11, the Knight is 12, the Queen is 13. So all your numbers in total added up to 42, which give a 6 vibration. Now a 6 vibrational number is actually a really nice harmony one. It's about home, values, love. Can often even be considered the soulmate number, which is a little bit unusual because we think of the soulmates as the number 2, if you like, the pairing of two people. But 6 is often considered the number where you might find a person who really resonates with you at the heart, who you could fall in love with. And it doesn't have to totally be romantic love. You know, you can love all types of different people in your life at different levels of love, but I said it from the beginning and I think I'll stick with it. There is this feeling of love for you guys in the month of July, and even that your overall number, vibrational number, adds up to a 6. So see if you can utilize 6 in the month of July and see if it pops up more than usual, or kind of use it yourself in one way or another, call on it. And it will be helpful for you. So it's a nice number, good vibration. Let's have a look at this other deck of cards. These are truly beautiful and they're just new. I'm going to move those out of the way. There's a whole deck all with different colours and or pictures of nature. They're just divine cards to look at, and on the back they are filled with positive spiritual messages. So guys, I'm going to pick one out for you. Oh, I think it's this one here, and I will turn it over and read what it says on the back. Knowing. Within you reside great treasures, vast reserves of strength, courage, wisdom, compassion and love. Open your heart and acknowledge your treasures that live within, for this calls forth infinite treasures from out there. You have so much worth. Listen to the whispers from your heart, for maybe it's time to create the life your soul has been nudging you toward. Become aware and sense your body. Connect deeply with your breathing. Imagine you become your breath as it moves into its own natural rhythm. Allow thoughts to float by in your mind. There is no need to connect to them. Just feel all being as it is. Open your heart and feel into the very being of you. Move through your day and night in the presence of your knowing. That's a beautiful message, Scorpio. It's like you do know, if you connect with your deepest self, you have the answers and you have the knowing. And when we do make that connection, we suddenly glide, problems disappear and opportunities manifest. And we just, at this physical, spiritual and emotional flow of creativity and success and love and light. So there you are, Scorpio. That is your reading for July. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed that and that you really all experience great love at many levels and get to know yourself. Kia kaha and much aroha.